Hello, friends. Hello, Ambazonians. Welcome to this podcast. Now, the purpose of this my podcast is to raise consciousness. There's information. I'm giving you guys might shock some people, or it might just help some people or trigger them into a spiritual transformation. And gradually my aim is to raise awareness, and give people some new ideas in these changing times. We are going through a shift. The universe is changing. The energies of the planet are moving towards the fifth dimension. So we are required to change our behaviors, our manners, and we are moving to a dimension where wars and all sufferings will be less and less, totally diminished. So I'm going to be discussing and revealing some hidden truths, because I am first and foremost hidden. I can say I'm a hidden truth researcher. So I research the impossible. I have had contact with some famous metaphysics spiritualists in London, Simon Parkes. So I. I do my best to release this information in a truthful manner, and the accuracy is also left on you to do your own research and to see if the information resonates with you. Now I'm going to I will not reveal it in a sort of chronological order today, but in bits and pieces. So without any further ado, we're going to start with lower astral entities. In this planet, we've got some entities that feed on wars. They feed on energy of humans. We call them lower astral entities. All wars, everything you do that entails, you got fighting, evil things. These entities, they feed off your energy, So we call them lower astral entities. So you always have to learn to say no to them. Of course, it's difficult to understand these things I'm telling you, but you have to observe carefully, and you will notice that there are entities that feed on your energy, from sexual energy to everything that entails energy, they feed off. And another thing I would like to talk about is just, as I said, bits and pieces of information. The Earth is moving through from a third dimension now, to a planet, to a fifth dimension. And this means that the old energies, the old habits, old behavior have to be left behind in order to be able to transcend and move to this new paradigm. So all our DNAs, for example, we've got DNA, but that has been shut down before, is gradually being reopened because of these new energies, because of this shift, this new paradigm the planet is moving into. And this new paradigm does not support energies of wars and fighting. That is why the war currently going on, the civil wars, I can say, between La Republique and the Ambazonia people, La Republique would obviously lose, because the energies of the planet do not support wars anymore. So they will be implode, the regime is going to implode, or they will be ostracized, because the energies are not supporting evildoers anymore, or the energies of the planet, so to say. So the human body is, we've got 12 strands of DNA, but only 2 are active. The 2 that are active, to my knowledge, they are the reptilian and the mammal. Reptilian just have to do with suffering, hard working, money, everything that has to do with straining yourself, survival. That is the reptilian strand. So we've got only 2 active, but out of 12. So the remaining 10 are gradually being activated because of the shift. For those who are willing who are able to go along with the shift, so they will enjoy these benefits of this reawakening of the DNAs, and this will permit us to teleport. You could teleport things. You could manifest anything you want, food, anything. I don't know if you guys remember these old episodes of Star Trek, like manifestation of anything that you want. So thought, we are moving to a realm where thought becomes reality. So anything you think will become a reality. So you guys have to be careful with your thoughts as we move along to this new paradigm. So as I was saying, these 2 strands of DNA, you've got the mammal and the reptilian. These are the only 2 that are active in humans. The remaining 10 were shut down, and now they are gradually being reopened. So another thing that is happening at the moment with this shift is that your intuition is becoming more finely tuned. Intuitively, how we decide, we know things intuitively, is becoming more finely tuned at this particular moment. And things that you didn't think were possible are gradually revealing themselves. You can see, for example, what is happening to the government of the French government, how they are making a series of mistakes, lies. Everything is revealing itself. It's not hidden anymore. They are not capable of lying anymore. It's due to these energies of the planet that are shifting at the moment. So, we have to make sure that, we understand that this shift we are talking about from a 3rd dimension to the 5th dimension, is not like we're going to die and then our spirits will shift and then we become suddenly reincarnate in a different dimensional planet. No, we will shift with our physical bodies. That is the advantage of this of being alive on Earth at this moment, because after our souls have been evolving. We have been reincarnating from the pre-Kemetic times, from pre-Adamic to the Kemetic to the Babylonian times, through to the Noah era with the floods until now. That was the process of evolving. So we have evolved as humans and our souls to this level. And we should be lucky now. We are lucky that we are moving from the 3rd, not to the 4th, but to the 5th dimension. And this shift would happen inside of you. It is like a timing mechanism, I can say. The shift is like a timing mechanism to stop all evil things, because when you move to the 5th dimension, it's all about love, forgiving, caring, and that is what is 5th dimension. There will be there will be no place for evil, wars, fighting, things like that. They will be over. That will not exist in the 5th dimension. So we are moving towards that realm right now. And, we have to be aware also during this shift about the technology uses, of phones and everything, because of the technology itself. It weakens the aura. The aura is just a little bit above your head. That's where your aura is, and the technology and the rays weakens the aura and the nervous system. So we should watch how we use our smartphones and whatever, computers. And another thing that is very significant with this shift is the, I could say, we as humans, you don't have to look outwards for a savior or guru, or Jesus. No. You should find the answer from within. You should search yourself from this moment. We are not searching for a guru or Jesus outside now. The churches, no, it's not going to happen that way. It's inside. You have to search yourself inside and realize who you are, what kind of potentials, what are your potentials, what are all your... Because all the blockages that we had as humans are gradually being released right now. So you have to try things. Trying things, improving yourself in every direction. Things you thought were not possible before, you should try it. If you thought you couldn't do anything before, you should try it now. Now are the energies in the planet are there to support you at the moment. So when you find the answer from within, then you are, you raise your vibration, sorry. And when you raise your vibration high enough, then you should serve others. That is the purpose. That's just all. You're raising your vibration and serving others. It stops from serving to serve to serving for others. That's how that's how we have to view things. So we'll be thinking more about others, how we could help others. Those are the kind of energies that will resonate in the fifth dimension, Another thing is, with this shifting, this movement of the energies of the planet at this particular moment, the more you pay attention to nature, the more nature will respond to you, So just simple things like walking barefoot on the soil is very good for nature, because you resonate with you make that contact with Earth. It's also good at the moment because of the shift. The planet is shifting itself, so it's one of those things, And another thing is also grounding. Grounding is a process whereby you connect yourself with Mother Earth, Gaia. This Mother Earth we also call it Gaia. And the process of this grounding is very simple. You just imagine a cord or a thread right from, a pipe going from your lower, the base chakra, right down to the middle of the earth. That is all. Just imagine a cord going down from your body into the earth, right to the middle of the earth. Just imagine that. That is called grounding. When you do that every day, then you should be able to connect with the Mother Earth as she ascends. You will help also in your ascension process to the fifth dimension, to the fifth realm. You will notice that your cells, as you are making this transition, your cells will be responding to you. Some diseases will start to disappear from people who were, you will not really understand why, but they will be gone because all diseases, they begin as an emotional trauma, or it's carried from many lifetimes. We do reincarnate into many lifetimes here on this planet. So some diseases are like you carry them from several past lives, and they still reappear in this present one. And so the spiritual energy, as I was saying, is speeding up, but the physical body is staying the same. And the consequences of this is that people are having less and less time to do the job they normally did with the same fixed amount of time. This is because of the spiritual energy that is speeding up towards the fifth dimension right now. Now we are beginning to tap into our psychic inner vision, as I can say, because humanity stopped evolving in the level of psychic inner vision, of being able to talk to the gods directly long time ago. Before the pre-Adamic time, we could communicate with the gods directly, telepathically, but that stopped during the Kemetic, the time of the Pharaoh in Egypt, the Kemetic times. It stopped around that time, but now it's gradually reopening, So we stopped communicating with the gods directly and began to use intermediaries like churches, for example, temples, and Jesus Christ. So, but before then, we used to communicate directly with the gods, the pre-Kemetic times, ancient Egypt, pre-ancient Egypt times, we used to communicate directly with the gods, So when you raise during this ascension times, as you raise your consciousness higher and higher, what you will notice is just going to be greater compassion and greater love. That is what is going to transcend. What you will be faced with is just greater compassion for people, greater love. It will change from service to serve to service to others. That is all what it is. And the more you do this, the more you transcend, this you leave this third dimension planet, and the more you think about the fifth dimension constantly, the more you think about changing yourself, leaving the old garbage behind, and transcending, becoming a new human, the more the energies respond to you, that is a fact, And another thing is, these dimensions I'm talking about, they are like I can say they are like layers of freedom, these realms, these higher realms. Each time you go to another dimension or higher, the freer you become as a human. You become freer. You even start feeling you move from a dense body to a less dense body, and your need for food starts to diminish. You will notice that you will be having less and less need to eat, but you will not be feeling hungry, but you also not be feeling like you need to eat, and those are the advantages as you go higher in the realms or in the dimensions. Um, so and this planet evolves, this planet we live in, because of the frequency of the light from the sun and other things. The sun is very important. The planet we live because of the sun. We survive in this world, this planet, because of the sun. It's a transmitter of energy. This energy that is coming from the sun is helping in the awakening process here on Earth at the moment. It's helping with the shift. It's all energy coming from the sun. And there's the frequency of the sun that is raising all consciousness in the planet and other planets also in the solar system. So it's not only in this planet, but other planets in the solar system. They're all shifting at the moment to a higher consciousness due to the sun. So the sun is very important at this particular moment, with the energies we're getting from the new energies coming from the sun. So these new energies, coming from the sun, they are beginning in a way to show and tell things that have never been told before, like extinct animals are starting to reappear, strange vegetation, strange apparitions on beaches, in the oceans and things like that. It's all due to these new energies, And the sun is playing a big part in this. This particular sun I'm talking about, it also has a counterbalance sun, also called the dark sun. So you've got a regular normal sun, but you've got also a dark sun, where the dark entities I was talking about that feed on human energy and feed on energies of suffering, wars, and things like that. They come from that dark sun. And the energies that are coming from source, from the creator, will assist you. We're going to assist us in this, intuitively to discern the truth from lies. It will just happen automatically. You will be able to listen people to watch something on television, and you will immediately know that it's a lie, intuitively. And these are because of the energies coming from source. Because it's not an accident that I can say that you are at this particular moment of the shift in this planet at the moment. We are a piece of a creator. And the veil on the planet is getting thinner and thinner. You will start seeing the people you loved, relatives, family, whatever, your people you lost along the way, in a different way. You'll be noticing changes. People will react differently to you as you ascend. You will notice a lot of changes. So we can say the energies from source, they are of great importance at the moment. They are assisting us, helping us to ascend. Another thing is we can say as we grow in consciousness, as I can say, or get higher, we become aware of what is going to happen next. You just know things automatically. You don't need to, you just know that this is good, this is not good, this is right, this is not right. Automatically, you just know them. This is because of the shift, intuitively, because our intuitions, we are intuitively getting finely tuned, So, you have to, as I was saying, one of the key movers of this ascension process at the moment is our star. It is the sun that is having a huge effect on the planet at the moment, raising consciousness. So we live in this planet, but our roots are in the stars. Every living creature, every animal here on this planet is a miniature. It's a creature that reflects beings from other planets. All the animals here on this planet were brought here as a representative of the dogs. For example, represent the dog race in the galaxy. All the chicken, you represent the chicken race. Every animal here on Earth represent a race in the galaxy. That's how, and humans are just a combination of all DNAs from all the different races. That's what makes us, that's how the human being is made up of. So, well, thank you. And that was it for today.